Once a woman loses respect for you in a relationship, it changes everything. Everything becomes different. And today I'm going to talk about it. Today's video, I'm going to highlight it in 3 bits. The first part, I want to talk about reasons why a woman would lose respect for her man. Secondly, I'll talk about the signs or things that she will do that will help you to see that she's actually losing respect for you. And then thirdly, I'll talk about things you can do as the man to help you get out from such a situation or help you make things better. If you're interested in knowing all these, then watch this video.
Alone with memories, I'm filled with longing, thinking of you, our friendship a strong bond.
So as I said, the first thing I want to talk about is reasons why a woman would lose respect for her man. I'm not here to make excuses. I'm not saying it's right for a woman to lose respect for her man, but it happens. I feel like in every relationship, there should be effective communication between a man and a woman to be able to handle things when there's an issue so it doesn't get overboard, for the relationship to get to the point that the woman will even think of disrespecting him. I feel as individuals, we should all have a way of conflict resolutions so that it can help us in our relationship. So whatever the problem we are facing, it will be easy for us to get along or get through it without it escalating or getting to the point that a woman will try to disrespect her man. So the first reason why I think a woman would disrespect her man from a woman's perspective, the first thing is, I think you are not somebody who stands by your words, or you lie a lot. You say one thing and you do another thing. You're always making promises you know you can't keep, and that's a bad habit. So one thing people don't know about women is when we like somebody, the attraction comes with respect and trust. We have to trust your word to be able to admire you a lot. I don't think you would like to admire somebody that you don't trust or somebody that lies a lot. Will say one thing and then do the other. If you want your woman to admire you or to trust you, she has to trust your word. Your word is your bond. So if you're somebody who keeps saying one thing and doing the opposite, it becomes very difficult for her to trust you and to want to be in the relationship with you. And if she doesn't really trust you, she loses respect for you. Another thing that makes a woman comfortable in a relationship is when she feels safe with her man. So if you are somebody that she can't trust you, you are saying one thing, you are doing another thing, it's difficult for her to be safe around you. The second reason why a woman will lose respect for her man is when he has eye for another woman. Sometimes they even do it in the presence of their woman. So if you are that type of man who flirts with other women in your woman's presence, you are cheating on her with other women, she finds out, she talks to you about it, and you're still doing it. How do you expect a woman to respect you when you are doing these things? And that's a big turn off for women. Sometimes too, when the woman catches the man, he starts to raise his voice, starts using certain languages because he's upset or he's being defensive and all that. And that is a problem. I'm not doing this video to shame men or whatever, but I'm listing the reasons why a woman will lose respect for a man. And I'm not here to defend the woman and make it look like it's normal to disrespect a man. No, it's not. But the reasons why a woman will do that will help you to know why she's doing that and what you are also supposed to do to make things better. Another reason why a woman will lose respect for you again is maybe you have an addiction problem. So if you're a man who is addicted to drugs, addicted to pills, addicted to alcohol, you take decisions based on that. Everything you do is based on these things because you're addicted to it. It becomes a problem for the woman. And she won't respect you because everything you do is based on this. You take decisions based on that. And one thing people don't know is if you're addicted to something, that thing makes you a different person. So if you're addicted to alcohol, you become a different person when you're under the influence. If you're addicted to pills, you're addicted to drugs, whatever it is you're addicted to, you become a different person when you're under that influence. So your woman will not trust you or will not be comfortable around you, hence the disrespect. So as a man, if you have a problem, you feel you're addicted to all these things, from the forefront, it's better to discuss it with her. Let her know that this is your problem or these are the challenges you are facing. And if she's really interested in you or she really loves you, she'll help you work through it. But if you don't tell her and she starts seeing these things, it becomes a problem. Another reason why a woman would lose respect for her man is when that man is cheap. When that man doesn't respect himself, he doesn't value himself, and he will go chasing anything, it makes that man a cheap man. So if your woman starts realizing that you don't value yourself as a human being, everybody needs to value themselves. If you value yourself, people will also value you. If you respect yourself, people will also respect you. But if you are that cheap that you will chase anything in skirts, there are some men who will chase anything in skirts, it becomes a problem and it makes you look so cheap because you're accessible to everybody. Same way, if a woman is chasing any man or it's easy for any man to get a woman, she also becomes cheap. So if a man is doing the same thing, he's also a cheap man. So when your woman sees that you're a cheap man, it becomes difficult for her to respect you. Okay, so now that we know the reasons why a woman would lose respect for you, let's talk about the signs. Things that will help you know that the woman is losing respect for you. The first thing I'll talk about is the relationship starts to fail. The intimacy just vanishes. She doesn't want to touch you. She doesn't want to kiss you. She doesn't want to have sex with you. She doesn't want anything intimate with you because women naturally love and are attracted to a lot of things. So the moment she's losing respect for you, those things will just pause. All those things because her mind and her body is connected. So the moment her mind is away, her body is also away. So they start to avoid you. They'll start doing things by themselves, going out with their friends, going to the gym alone, doing all those things that you used to do together. Now they start withdrawing from you and start doing those things by themselves. Sometimes you see that she's usually checked out. When a woman is checked out, you know, trust me. Sometimes some of them too are just there for the kids. If they have children with you, you can tell that their main focus is on the kids. They don't care about you again. Everything they are doing, their whole existence is on the kids, and it's because of the kids. So they pay more attention to their children, making sure that everything is done for the children. But you, they don't have time for you. There are some days that maybe you guys will finish having dinner. The moment you are done with that, she's gone to the room, going to watch her own show on her own phone. She doesn't even sit to watch movies with you anymore. She does what she wants, be watching her movies on her phone by herself. The little time or the little chance she will get, she would want to withdraw from you and do things by herself. Another sign that you will see is the woman begins to have an attitude a lot, frequently. Naturally, women have attitudes or mood swings and all that when they are going through their time of the month, ovulation, whatever that they are going through. They already have mood swings. But this become frequent. It's like every time she has an attitude, every time she's angry, the little thing she's angry is because she has lost respect for you. Another sign is she just starts to look at you in a totally different way. Her face, her body structure and everything is different towards you. She's not giving you physical touch. She's not giving you words of affirmation. Everything in the relationship is different. So she's not attracted to you again, and everything you do doesn't move her. Everything you do, she's not bothered. And this happens a lot because in her eyes, you are failing at something and she's looking down on you. You are not that person that she used to see you on a high horse. Now she's seeing that you are not that important anymore. So she starts giving you attitude, and you can see in her demeanor and all her actions. But one thing I want to tell you men out there is love is not an excuse to take any disrespect from any woman. The beginning of the relationship, there are certain things that you have to state clearly. The fact that you are in love with somebody doesn't mean that the person can disrespect you in any ways. For your relationship to work, you need these 3 C's, compatibility, commitment, and communication. To build a good relationship, you need all these 3 C's. So from the beginning of the relationship, both of you need to find ways to do these things, or to communicate, to be compatible, and to commit, so that you have a healthy relationship. So if you are dating, whatever you require in a relationship, make sure you are finding somebody who is bringing you that. If you want communication, find somebody who is very good at communicating as well. If you want commitment, find somebody who is going to bring you that. Don't just feel like because you want a partner, so whatever comes, you will take it like that. You should know the values and the things you want in a partner. List them down if you want to, and then make sure that the person is checking all these boxes before you start a relationship with them. Because if you don't do these things, it becomes a problem. So when you're dating or you're trying to find somebody, you're trying to find a partner, don't just follow the boobs, don't just follow the ass or the good face. No. Focus on these things. Whatever values you want in your relationship, make sure you're finding somebody who is bringing that value into the relationship. Otherwise, you won't enjoy it at all. When these things are happening, what you can do as a man is to focus on yourself. Be a better version of yourself. Because if you're a better version of yourself, a lot of women will come running to you. No one will not want to be with a better person or a good person. So you have to be a better version of yourself. And that's what will attract the best person for you. So focus on yourself. Be selfish in this instant and be a better version of yourself. I hope you take this sign seriously. And if you see all these signs that a woman is losing respect for you, try and be a better version of yourself. Have a conversation with them. Maybe they don't know what they are doing, but the conversation can actually help them to know that they are disrespecting you. If you think there are other reasons or there are other signs that will show or help you to know that a woman is losing respect for you, don't forget to comment down below. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with anybody who is interested in videos like this. Thanks so much for the love shown on all my videos. Until we meet again in another video. Bye.
Alone with memories, I'm filled with longing, thinking of you, our friendship a strong bond.